Devnarg, Brengar.
The monsters!
Welcome to battle!
Leave your shoes at the door.
And don't forget to bring cake.
When all else fails, we'll
Okay.
just throw a cake at the enemy.
Ooh, exquisite shackles. These shackles are just
What are they used for?
exquisiteness.
That guy got killed. Horribly.
Yeah, why not? Hate these guys.
Are you?
Hey, big tree man.
Where are these totems?
Totems.
Yeah. They were like skulls on sticks and they were doing something.
Oh,
Hi, friend.
those guys are dead though. Woo! Hey, death. Dead.
I should start rolling out of the way of those
dead.
things.
What?
I should start rolling out of the way of those things. Hey, watch this. I got him.
Dead.
What a pretty little dress you have on, Brandon.
Look, thing.
Yeah.
You like my pretty little dress?
Can I borrow it next Thursday?
What's next Thursday?
What?
Is that when your little friend is coming over?
Yes.
Steve?
Steve. Yep. His name is Steve. And I love him. Don't question my love for Steve.
Don't question your love for Steve.
Steve will turn your brains inside out. He's a brain turned inside outer.
You're not exactly dating women, so I only assumed.
I'm trying. It's not my fault that when I asked them out, they just vomit
Puke.
and run away with blood streaming out of their eyes.
This is a fun battle.
Ow, it hurts. Yeah, I gotta use my buff more often. Don't
I'm
touch
buff
that
more
book.
often.
What are they? Did I say book or mook?
I don't know.
I don't know what a book is, so I assume I said book. Just keep slashing, just keep slashing.
Woo! Hey look, we're in a place. Kill the stump.
Oh goodness. This is like
Slaughter.
the longest, most brutally boring part of this game is just running through these fields.
And slaughtering people on the way.
But very soon we will be on the what are they called? Like the torture dungeons.
Yeah.
Chambers of
Torture.
agony. I don't know. They're kind of cool.
Sounds like coolness.
Mm-hmm. So how long do we keep it like eternally?
What?
My little buff that I give us. What are you doing?
You gave us a buff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're
I
all
knew I
buff.
felt a little buff.
This way?
I had to kill those rocks first.
Stupid rocks. Taking our gerbs.
No, for being giant, scary trees, I kill them way too easily.
Yeah, these things too. I don't know what they are, but they're weak. See, this is what I was worried about because, like, the difficulty in this game seems to, like, progress and retrogress so randomly
Yeah.
that, don't.
Did you just force me over?
Yeah, no. I mean, I did, but not on purpose.
Oh, okay. I thought somehow you, like, figured out how to do that on purpose. I was like, dude, that was great. So what you're picking up right now are, like, little pieces for weapons, right?
Yeah. The little baggies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Because I've kind of just been letting you pick stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
So, HF.
But no, it distributes it evenly among us.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah, I just wonder. Let's go up one.
That's fine.
Just to see.
You're already
how
up
horrible it
one.
gets. Were we? No, we went back down.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. We were already at 1.1 higher.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is way too high. You see, this gives us like more experience and better weapons and options.
Does it?
Like that. Everything likes to live for a lot longer. Wish I had a happy beam.
I have a very happy beam. Dead. 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 Dead.
So, speaking of dating women, Brennan, I've decided that there are like little things about girls that I guess other people would find kind of odd that I find really attractive. Like, I swear to you, when a girl has an eye that's just a little bit lazy, I think that is the cutest thing on earth, dude. Like, just a little bit, just enough to notice.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just think it's adorable. I absolutely love it.
I can think of people who have that.
Really?
That's... I have to admit, for me, that's not something I find attractive, but that doesn't necessarily mean that people wouldn't.
Right. Open, please. I have to save my cross-eyed princess. She needs me. You're not cross-eyed enough, wench.
I didn't know you wanted full-on cross-eyed. That's a new thing altogether. Maybe it's just because your eyes are like freaking enormous.
Yes. What of it?
I don't know, maybe
They're
it just
just-
makes you feel better to...
Have somebody who shares on my oddness.
Yeah.
And by the way, my eyes are just buff, okay? I figured out how to work them out at the gym.
Buff eyes. They've been buff since you were like 5,
They have. You forget it.
before they would let you go to a gym.
They just like appear in a gym somewhere. My eyes get buff. Don't touch it!
But there's
It's low.
2,
No.
and they're the same.
I,
There's a new piece to the game.
ow. How dare you. It gives us experience for picking
My
those up.
spies
Did it?
tell me
That's so
she is the
dumb.
child of the witch
Now I kind of want to
Adria,
pick them up.
who is
I
hiding
don't.
in the deserts
It's not
of
worth it.
Chaldea.
Was it a lot of
Bring
experience?
this news
Yeah, I
to
don't
the
know.
master at once.
It was like 1,000 or something, but I don't know if that...
She's unstoppable. No mortal could
Wait,
Uh,
hold on, I'm coming.
No
What?
mortal. You mean no mortal like me?
Mortal like me, a mortal like you. Everybody.
I can kill anything. You, dead guy, open this gate.
As long as it's almost dead already. Huh?
Huh? As long as the dead guy is almost dead already?
No, you said I can kill almost anything.
Oh.
As long as it's crippled and completely defenseless.
And a puppy. Okay, so we were just talking about this earlier, but... Okay, I have to say something racist. I'm so sorry. It's just one of those times. But, like, I lived in Peru for 2 years, and Devin lived in Argentina for 2 years, and so we have a lot of,
Latino friends.
yeah, a lot of Latino friends. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And I lived there for 2 years amongst those people, like, rooming with Latinos. So, I mean, it's not like... No,
Yeah, so
I have any hard feelings towards them or anything.
This is merely an observation. It's
Yes.
not racism.
Yeah, perfect way to describe it. Just an observation.
However,
For whatever reason, they feel the need to post, like, most of their posts on Facebook are one of two things. It's either really overly, almost grossly cute and adorable, to the point where you're just like, okay, like, it's obviously like a highly photoshopped image of a cat
And
with massive
with
anime
huge
eyeballs.
eyes, and he's like,
I love you! And then with like some poem around it, where it's like, if only love was the greatest thing in the world, then everybody would be happy! I don't know, it's just, Like, nothing about it's bad. It's
Yeah,
just
you get the
really
picture.
overly cute, you know? And it just happens to be something that's just kind of... I don't know, something that the population in South America seems to be really into for some reason. And there's nothing wrong with that. The other thing that they seem to post a lot of, though, is stuff that is really over-the-top gruesome gore.
Or just insanely depressing.
Or just insanely depressing. So they're either, like, uber happy to the point where it's, like, almost scary, or they are uber depressing to the point where it's almost scary.
Or like pictures, like graphic pictures of abused animals.
I have,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
like, I have a perfect example. Well, like, they're the ones who, you know, obviously there's police brutality and stuff that exists, you know, and I'm not turning that down. And I also love police officers in general, you know, but,
as long as they're not evil. And
yeah, as long as there isn't the corruption, which I know that does exist. I believe most police officers are good, but I know that there's the corruption. But they will post stuff about, like, police corruption where it's, like, showing police officers, like, murder puppies or something.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, like, some crazy thing. It's like, okay, most police officers don't do that, but the post was all about how this is what police officers do. You know? Anyway. So, somebody posted this video recently that really just bothered me. And it bothered me so much, I actually had to go and find out if the video was real. But I guess it was a video of this girl in a little red hood.
Creepy already.
Yeah, who was laughing maniacally as she grabbed out of, like, one of those 5-gallon buckets. And that was awesome, dude. That was sick.
I love that.
Okay, that was really cool. Anyway, basically she was grabbing out of this, like, 5-gallon bucket, you know, like when you get from, you know, like a Home
Depot or something.
yeah, like a home repair place or something, you know. Anyway, and she was grabbing puppies out of this bucket and throwing them into this massive raging river. Like, just tossing these puppies, and the puppies are obviously, like, screeching. It's just, it was miserable to watch, and, it bothered me so much that they posted that. Like, the post was, you know, we just need to have more love for animals and other people in the world, or something like that, and I get that. But most people aren't like that.
Yeah.
You know, you found the one creepiest person alive and decided to create a video about them to describe all of humanity. You know, and that really bothered me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you know...
Like, we need to be not like this. Well, duh.
It's basically like if you went and posted a video of Hitler doing something absolutely, like, sinister, and we're like, if only humanity was just nicer. Like, humanity is nicer, that's why we overthrew the guy.
Yeah.
We didn't want to put up with that, you know?
Right.
I just...
No, I get those posts all the time from my Argentine friends too.
It bothered me so much though that I actually had to go on, like, Scopes or whatever. It's a website that tells you whether or not stuff on the internet is real. Like, they actually go out and do the research for it or something, and then people vote on it, like, whether or not they believe it's real or not. I don't know. There's a whole bunch to it. Anyway. And they said that it is actually real, that this girl was posting videos of her killing puppies. And she's from, I don't know where. It was a country I didn't recognize right off the bat, but yeah, anyway, she was killing puppies, and it was a real thing, and apparently, according to her, after somebody interviewed her, it was because her grandma said that the puppies were sick and needed to be disposed of. And she thought that throwing them into a raging river was the nicest way to do it.
Yes. Maybe if she... What was she, Peruvian or something?
No, it was the girl who was throwing the puppies? No. It was, she spoke English.
Okay.
And it was...
I was just thinking, like, if they didn't have any access to, like, guns or something, maybe that was really the only way she could think of doing
Maybe.
it. If that's even
I didn't
true.
recognize the country, so this is purely speculation based off of stereotypes of her appearance, but she looked to me as though she may have been like European or something.
Yeah.
Now I give you my blessing, champion, to release my people from their
Yeah, save your people, we got it. Yeah.
Anyway, it's just weird. But you know, I mean, every culture kind of has their own little things, I think. Like, Latinos post either really over-the-top cute things, or things that make you cringe.
And not sleep for days at a time.
I don't want to say all of them. That's
No,
really a bad thing to do, because
No,
it's not true. And I am friends with a lot of them, and a lot of them don't do that. A lot of them are posting regular Facebook pictures like... Well, I would say most people post on Facebook of, you know, like, hey, here's me on top of a mountain, you know, and whatever else.
Yeah. Sometimes I get those pictures or videos and I'm just, oh,
Yeah.
I did not need this.
I think there is one thing I can say, and that just is that overall I get more of those posts from my friends from South America than I do from people from the United States.
Yeah. It's just interesting. It makes me wonder why that's the case,
Yeah.
you know?
You just got to think they live so much further away from
Yeah.
us that they're obviously going to just be raised in different circumstances and with different beliefs and things.
But then Americans, dude, all you get on Facebook from them is like political rants and narcissistic selfies.
So
and,
the thing with Americans that I think is almost just absolutely hilarious
Yeah.
is that the stuff that you see on like Facebook in America is always absolutely opposite. There is no in between ever. It is either Android is absolutely perfect and Apple totally sucks, or Apple is absolutely perfect and Android is the worst thing on the planet. Or Republicans are absolutely the way to go and you're an idiot if you think anything different than a Republican. Or, you know, Republicans are absolutely evil, money laundering, torturous people, and if you're not liberal, you're a freak. You know what I mean? And liberal's obviously the only way to go. Like, it's absolutely just opposite. Like, we are just divided in everything. There is no middle ground anywhere, and that really bothers me. You go online and you don't see anybody just say, well, you know what, maybe the logic of economics actually makes sense in the Republican Party, but the logic of, you know, whatever else makes sense in... Yeah, welfare makes sense in liberal, you know...
Yeah, we don't get a whole lot of that. People are really divided in this country.
And I don't notice that as much when I'm like looking at stuff from my Latino friends.
Right, I don't get that from them either.
They don't seem as heavily divided over really stupid issues
No,
as
they
we
don't.
are.
Not at all. Which is refreshing. Big time. When I was in Argentina, I never heard stuff.
No.
They're always just like...
Well, and I mean, you get opinions. Like, there's always things that have big opinions on. For example, abortion or something, you know, where there's always going to be a big opinion one way or the other, and both of them will have some very logical justification behind it. You know what I mean? And you see that, you know, in all sorts of countries everywhere, you know. I feel like, for the most part...
I agree. Oh my goodness, look at the time. We've been playing for a long time.
18-minute episode. Well,
Right.
you know what? We got to talking. I hope that this was at least somewhat enjoyable for you people to hear us rant on about
Who knows what?
random
What are we
nonsense
talking about?
and
Yeah.
possibly racist content. Oh, man.
Yes.
But anyway, we hope that you will enjoy this episode and the next episode.
We'll try to be a little more lighthearted in the next one.
In the next episode, and I promise this to the world, it will start with me patting Devin's head with a smartphone.
My dead body!